Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner MetaZone, Rovi and Mscribe, and today we're going to be talking about real-world assets.
What are those, dude? What are those, actually?
This could be almost anything. It could be houses, could be buildings, could be stocks and bonds.
So basically like boomer stuff, right?
I guess.
Stuff we haven't really talked about much on this channel because
we're not boomers.
Well,
and we don't have boomer financials.
Right. But we understood the value of boomernomics, and it's like it's multi-trillion dollar.
Yep.
Not even like multi-trillion dollar value, right? So when you talk real world assets, you're literally talking things of value in our physical world, right? Not like this on-chain funny money stuff that we talk about regularly.
Yeah, magic internet money.
Yeah, these things where you could just manifest before your eyes just by like deploying some token or something.
Yeah, you can't manifest a building.
Right. Yeah, there's some real like
commodities,
physics that went into producing. Engineering. Yeah, there's a lot of layers of like
value,
complexity that goes into like establishing that value, right? So we've built an entire economy around that over the last decade. I mean, no, century, maybe even longer.
Yeah, and you think about it, if you construct a building, you are not the sole owner of that building. You have investors, you have like multiple parties that own that building. So why not tokenize that building and have even more parties?
Right.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? So that's what these proponents of the tokenization of RWA are kind of like pushing for, right? And this isn't a new thing. This has been a concept around as long as I've been in the space.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, people were talking about security token offerings and just tokenization of everything, right?
Yeah, they had STOs platforms back in the day.
Yeah, they just little did they know they were going to run into like the most like aggressive of political cabinets on the horizon, which is going to like put an end to all that, right? Like synthetics, other DeFi protocols that tried, right? But we're in a new era. We're in the golden era.
The Trump era.
Yeah, golden times, right?
Yeah.
And permissions have now been granted, or at least allegedly. Trump has his own meme coin, and we got like a crypto czar now. So
yeah, World Liberty Financial.
Yeah, so conditions are improving, so these kind of concepts become much more viable now, right?
Yeah, so we're looking at this action here, presidential action, strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. It says here, it is therefore the policy of the administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technology across all sectors of the economy. And so I'll include this in the link as well, but read through that, and let's get into the value stuff here. BlackRock CEO wants SEC to rapidly approve tokenization of bonds and stocks. And so this article goes through what essentially that means, but that means we get assets that are traded on a 24-hour basis using blockchain, right? Finally, we get more access to these instruments across the globe instead of like the traditional financial platforms that exist today.
Yeah, so that grants them like more, theoretically, I guess, more liquidity exposure, right? Global access. And again, makes these things, part of like the digital economy, right? Which I think serves a lot of benefits.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on here. It says on-chain RWAs are gaining traction as BlackRock and JP Morgan push tokenization. Analysts predict TVO could hit 50 billion, and we're going to talk about where it's at right now in 2025. So this year, dude.
50 billion?
50 billion.
That's just TVL. But I think there's something in here somewhere where, I mean, we're starting to see projections in like, like $30 trillion range or something like that, right? It reminds me a lot of like the metaverse thing where like these big institutions are like making these bold predictions, right? It's like, we're going to see a $30 trillion metaverse economy like next year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this number seems kind of odd now, 50 billion in 2025, but it says here, according to RWA.io, the overall sector market cap is 160 billion. Yeah, so there's some discrepancy here, but definitely check out this website, go to the categories, and look at real estate, 75 million market cap, and you go to protocols, 8.6 billion.
Yeah, this is definitely something to keep an eye on. Like if, so I think this real world asset sector probably has a few months before it really takes off again. We need to get to that.
Yeah.
That 6-month predicted time horizon where like regulations become much more clear.
Yeah, should be June and July timeframe.
Yeah, this might be like last leg of the cycle type activities.
Could
maybe.
be. Yeah, and I mean, if you were speculating, it's probably a good idea to start looking into this stuff now before before that. I guess that green signal from the government is.
Yeah, it would be like understanding like what OpenAI has been working on since ChatGPT, and then understanding like crypto projects that are implementing essentially ChatGPT wrappers on chain,
right?
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
Following the trajectory of those projects, and then at some point you were going to become wildly correct that the market was going to like see huge value in this stuff, which is the times we're living through now in the AI sector.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like real world assets, kind of a similar thing, right? It's like now the market probably won't pay much attention to this stuff because we're living in the AI/meme coin like boom.
Yep. But there's different industries within crypto.
Yeah, and the way these bull markets tend to play out is there's multiple like sectors within crypto that like have their own boom and bust cycles, right?
Yeah, correct.
Like last cycle, it was like DeFi took off first.
Yep.
Got a lot of people interested, and then like
NFTs
came out of nowhere, had its like 6-month run, and then
Metaverse was 2 months.
Yeah, Metaverse is at the tail end of all of that, and like GameFi, all this stuff, right? So
yeah.
Assume similar market behaviors like moving forward, right?
Yeah, it says, show me a more bullish chart than this, iMan. It says RWA token's going to lead the bull run. And so we're at a current 17 billion TVL for RWAs.
Yeah, that's always a good indicator, right? You want to look out for those like up and to the right charts. That's like an indication you should probably start paying attention.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is typically what we do. Like we saw these when we first like looked at DeFi. It's like, you know what, this TVL thing is kind of like skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when we first got our eyes on it, it was like 200 million or something.
Yeah. And then a week later, it was like $1 billion.
Yeah, like hold up, something's happening here. And then like a week after that, it was like 2 or 3 billion.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Like you had full blown craziness going on. Right?
Yeah. All right. Another tweet here. Market's a mess, but RWA tokenization still thriving, and TVO just hit 17 billion. No surprise. So this is up 94% year over year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's doubled. No surprise since it's backed by real yield, treasuries, private credit, real estate, even BlackRock and Citi are in. So what's the platform that's kind of taking advantage of all of this? RedBelly Network. So it just crossed 1 billion assets and 750,000 KYC wallets.
That's a lot, dude.
That is a shit ton.
Yeah, this might be like a peek into like what the future of like crypto looks like in like a regulated environment. Like a lot more KYCing in order to like participate in certain ecosystems, right? So the real world asset sector seems like will probably be like the most,
regulated,
stringent of it, like a user experience, right? You're not going to see like Anon devs deploying platforms here.
Yeah, no, you will not.
You're going to see well-vetted teams, very publicly doxed, with like deep histories in like the TradFi space, stuff like that. And, with forming connections with, big players that move a lot of capital around the globe. Right?
Yeah, so the volatility here would be a lot less significant than other markets.
Exactly. Yeah, we talk about this a lot. It's like there's demographics, right? If you're more of like a gambler type, you probably wouldn't really be interested in this stuff, to be honest.
No,
it's like
you're hunting for the next contract address on Twitter.
The next country coin.
Yeah.
The next celeb coin or whatever, right? That's more your style.
Right.
But if you're looking for something you can like see value in and like sleep at night, sleep many nights actually.
Yeah.
You might have to sleep a whole year for this thing to like really play out.
Yeah.
But and be comfortable with that. This is the sector I think to pay attention to.
Yeah, so this is RedBelly's website. It says enabling asset issuers to tokenize and trade compliant on-chain structured products.
That's good. That's always a good signal. Compliance, typically, that's not an easy thing to do, especially like in the well. See, there's a difference here. I think this is like a of Australian compliance potentially. This is an Australian company.
Right. That's true. Yes.
So maybe Australia is like way ahead of the United States when it comes to like regulation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's possible to be compliant in the United States yet.
No way. No way, dude.
Yeah, so the United States is still waiting on their like compliance rails, right?
Yeah. So the market cap right now is at 49 million, and it has been on its way down.
Yeah, so do with that information what you will, you know.
Yeah. All right, Plume Network. Yesterday, the Plume team came together with the largest financial institutions, friends, and partners at the Ondo Summit to discuss the future. We were excited to see Ondo unveil the new vision of Wall Street 2.0.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Remember how Murad's is like flip Wall Street?
Yeah.
I think this is how you actually do it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a meme coin that's going to flip Wall Street.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an actual like
platform that's regulated and
compliant, like on-chain ecosystem where we can like port real value.
And is working with Trump.
Yeah, all that. So that's a pretty crazy vision, right? Imagine if Wall Street is all on-chain.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, that would be insane. Like basically crypto won. Like crypto actually becomes like
the new financial paradigm.
Well, it's like actually was the biggest like invention over the last like several decades, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane, right?
Yeah, I mean, how could you go wrong with transparency, dude?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So this is Plume's website. So the blockchain for RWA finance, tokenize real assets, distribute them globally, and make them useful for native crypto users. So 18 million unique addresses.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, especially RedBelly at 750,000 KYC addresses. And who would have thunk 1 million goons minted? What do these guys look like? They're 1 million NFTs, dude.
That is a lot of NFTs. Wonder what their utility is for. I guess to like maybe to test some. They're probably like test assets, right?
Yeah, dude. It's like 944,000 holders.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Wait, zero. Oh, this is a test net, by the way. We're on a test net, so zero transfers.
Yeah. So maybe there's actually no holders here. This is just they're testing their
NFT platform.
Well, their whole chain, right?
Yeah. So I guess the way they tokenize it will likely be NFTs, right? Maybe not. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Mm-hmm.
But right, Plume, 219 million market cap. And this chart is only about a month old.
Yeah, this is pretty new. So this is, but still coming out the gate pretty strong. Like essentially launching straight to 200 million and staying there for a month. Like that's pretty.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's pretty good. I guess strength, I would say.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking into this, always pay attention to the circulating supply and the total supply, just to understand where you are in terms of the tokenomics. All right. Trump supported World Liberty Financial and Ondo Finance partner to expand tokenized real-world adoption.
Real asset, adoption.
Yeah, real-world asset adoption.
So, yeah, this is World Liberty Fi. They've been making a lot of headlines just, like, scooping up a ton of, like, on-chain assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum and even XRP.
Was this the institution that launched Trump token, or was it a separate entity?
I mean, it's Trump's kids, dude. it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's Eric Trump plus friends, right? Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it an institution. I mean, I guess it's the family of Trump. Like they're obviously heavily involved in this industry at this point, right?
Yeah.
Not just deploying multi-billion-dollar meme tokens, but entire DeFi infrastructure at this point.
Sure. Now,
with a clear motivation, right? They want to. In my mind, that presents a tremendously, like a speculative opportunity. I'm pretty sure once this entity you're describing, I would imagine they would like to tokenize the Trump real estate portfolio.
Yeah, the Trump Tower. Imagine owning a piece of that.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty like speculative, like I don't know, like a new ingredient that like degens haven't really thought of before, right? I think that is pretty cool. It's like I want to own fractional ownership of like something that Trump actually has ownership of, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's now allowing us to speculate on that asset. Like, you know.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, the fact that Trump's involved, Ondo Finance, so this is their website, the fact that you can tokenize real world assets such as a building, where Trump is a large shareholder of buildings, right? So the speculative play here is that maybe Trump decides to, partition some of these buildings into tokens.
Yeah, I think it's more evidence to suggest, like, you know, what Larry Fink is like advocating for. It's like let's expedite this, you know, SEC regulation to allow a lot of these things to occur, right? Because, you know, these interested parties have a lot of vested value in these individual sectors that if they put all this stuff on chain, you know, we already saw what Trump essentially did by tokenizing his brand as a meme coin.
Yeah.
He manifested billions of dollars of new value, like essentially overnight.
Yeah.
So what happens when you port like not just the brand value, but the actual tangible value of your assets
Sure.
on chain? Like, you're going to manifest more billions of dollars of value.
Yeah, so this article came out February 11th talking about the Ondo Finance partnership. And I'm looking at the market cap here, and there's not a whole lot of movement within the last week on this. But yeah, Ondo Finance, $4.2 billion.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably going to be a slow-moving sector. Like, there's just not much attention on this stuff, you know?
Yeah, I guess right now circulating supply is like 31% available. But yeah, like the market cap is only going up.
Interesting.
Yeah, versus the price. Yeah, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely another thing that we got to keep our eyes on.
Yeah.
As if there wasn't enough stuff to pay attention to. But, again, I think this will be a slow creeper. Like, it's just going to creep up on us, like, all of a sudden.
Yes.
You know, like the space fully pendulum swung to, like, much more utility, much more, like, hard asset value type of a market, right?
Yeah, it could. I mean, the demographics are going to grow in crypto, right? Yeah. There isn't only going to be degens forever.
Yeah, especially once like that regulation becomes more clear. So June, July, that's like our time horizon for actual institutional money coming into the space potentially, right? And that could shift the whole dynamics of the market. Like, they won't be interested in memes. They're going to be interested in like
buildings,
hard value. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's it for us. We talked about Ondo Finance and Plume. A couple of other ones here around the real world asset kind of marketplace. If you have any questions, please let us know. RedBelly as well. If you guys find anything that you want us to talk about, let us know in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.